Alright, boys and girls, today's lesson 5-8, solve two-step word problems. Alright, so our last lesson we worked on finding the original sentence or the first part of the story or the word problem. I guess I'll be exact with you. It was called write the first step question of a two-step problem. So it's really no different. You just had to write down the question and then answer it, and then you had to get the ultimate answer. So the last lesson we did, 5-7, you did a lot of two-step word problems. So let's just get right to it. Let's pull up our first page and talk about Puzzle Penguin. It says, Dear math student, my teacher gave me this problem. Luther had 11 sheets of paper, of colored paper. 6 were orange and the rest were blue. Today he used 2 sheets of blue. How many sheets of blue paper does Luther have now? Okay, well, here's what he did. He did 11 minus 6 equals 5. So Luther has 5 blue sheets. Is that right? Well, it says Luther had 11 sheets of colored paper. 6 were orange and the rest were blue. So he did 11 minus 6. Okay, so the first step he completed. Okay, Puzzle Penguin completed the first step. He did 11 minus 6 equals 5 because he had 11 colored paper. 6 were orange, so minus 6, and the rest were 5. So there's 5. But then there's another step to it. It says today he used 2 sheets of the blue paper. So now you need to take that 5 and subtract 2 to get 3. Because now he actually used 3. Or actually has 3 sheets of blue paper left over now. So you missed that second step. Okay, it's important to remember that second step. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of fly through one or so on each page, and then I'm going to have you do the rest on your own. So number 2, the hillside bus had 14 passengers. When it stopped, 5 people got off, and 8 people got on. How many people are riding the hillside bus now? Okay, so your first step is take 14 minus 5, get you 9. And then 8 people got on at that same stop, so 9 plus 8 equals 17. So, how many people are riding the hillside bus now? 17 people. Next one. There are 15 fish in a tank. 12 are goldfish, and the other are angelfish. How many more goldfish are there than angelfish? Okay. Well, we know we have 15 in a tank. We have 12 goldfish, so we're going to subtract 12 to tell us how many are left over our angelfish. So we have 3 angelfish, okay? So it tells you how many goldfish. You had to find out how many angelfish. Now you need to know how many more goldfish there are than angelfish. So you take 12, you subtract 3, give yourself 9. So there are 9 more goldfish than angelfish. Alright, I'm going to boogie through these because I know you guys do a really good job with these. I only really want to do one maybe from this, and then I'm going to go to the next page because I kind of want you to do the rest on your own. It says Sunmi picked 14 apricots. Celia picked 5 fewer apricots than Sunmi. How many apricots does Sunmi and Celia pick together? Okay, well first you need to say Sunmi picked 14. Celia picked 5 fewer. So, Celia picked 9. Now you need to know how many they picked together. Well, this was Celia. This is Sunmi. Add these two together. Excuse me. 14 plus 9 is 23. So 23 apricots is what they picked all together. I'm going to let you do the rest on your own when the lesson is done. I'm going to give you quite a bit of time in today's lesson. Next one. This is a little different. It talks about the answer being reasonable. It says use rounding or mental math to decide if the answer is reasonable. Write yes or no, then write an equation and solve the problem to see if you are correct. Alright. So it says Chelsea's class collected cans for food for their local food pantry. They collected 27 cans on Monday and 78 cans on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday they collected 53 cans. How many cans did the class collect on all three of those days? They said answer was 158. Is that a reasonable answer? Well, let's see. 27 is close to 30, 78 is close to 80, 53 is close to 50, 0, 11, 160. Okay, so yes, that's a reasonable answer. Now let's find the exact answer. 27 plus 78 plus 53. You have 10, 18, 9, 10, 158. So yes, that's a reasonable answer. And then you would just show your work and have 158 cans. Next one. Barry strings beads. He has 54 beads on a string, and he took off 29 beads. Then he took off 5 more beads. How many beads are on the string now? 35 beads. Is that a reasonable answer? Yes or no? Well, I know 54 is close to 50. I know 29 is close to 30. So subtract 30 from 50, get 20. And then he takes off 5 more, so really it should be close to 15. He has 35 beads, so the answer is no. And the real answer would be 54 minus 29 gives you 25. And then he takes out 5 more and it gives you 20. So the answer is 20 beads. Okay, I want you to do the next two on your own on that. When we're done with the lesson, I'm going to just kind of pop through the next page. This is using mental math or rounding. Right. So this is the same thing we just did, but I'll do the first one with you. There are 83 students in a spelling contest. In the first round, 9 students were eliminated. Oh, wait, no, we're looking at the answer first. Sorry, ignore I did that. There are 9 students were eliminated. Then 29 students were eliminated during the second round. How many students were left for the third round? Well, 83 close to 80. 9 is close to 10. So there's 70. And then 29 students were eliminated. So 29 is close to 30. That tells me that about 40 students should be the answer. So they have 24, and that's a big difference. So because of that, we're going to say no. And then we're going to actually work it out. 83 minus 9, 74. And then 29 more students. You get 5 and 45. So the answer is 45 students. All right, there's a lot to work on. There's 4 pages of work. You should have about 5 minutes left over. Do as much as you can on those 4 pages, and then we'll work on them in a small group.